It's been a while.
Dude, it's been a long time. I don't have a script. We just have a good time. So, welcome back, everybody, to Sheaves Pod. Yes, this is the name that I think is going to be for my new, fresh, updated podcast where I talk with someone about something that you guys want to know about in a casual, less stricted podcast. This is the second podcast, and I'm humbled to say, again, I'm joined by Vetemune or Vetemune. So, before we start, can you clarify for those who don't know how to pronounce your name, me included, is it Vetemune or Vetemune?
I pronounce my name as Vetemune, but looking at the community, they find it much easier to call me Vetemune. But I respond to both. Both are my names, basically.
Yeah, because we had a podcast about 2 years ago, and I did ask you the same question, and you told me you were from
I'm from the country Albania.
Albania, and you said you pronounced it Vetemune, and it meant
Yeah,
all alone or something.
only me.
Only me. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the wording is not exactly that, but I kind of condense the name a bit and, make it sound a little cool.
Yeah. Oh, well, it kind of sounds cool both ways. Vetemune or Vetemune. Good to know that I keep saying wrong. Even if I had this podcast before, I apparently just can't learn. That's the same with my name. People call me Sheet. Or they blame autocorrect, but I know the truth. So yeah,
After a certain amount of time in the game, it's not you who pick your name, it's the people around you who pick
it
your
is.
name.
It is, and that's fine. That's fine. I like it. But yeah, once again, we're here. How have you been?
I'm doing fine. Same old stuff I was doing 2 years ago. Haven't gotten bored of it yet.
Yeah, you haven't, huh? So, I do want to ask this since Captain Benzi was a big deal for you to start this game. Have your feelings changed, or like, do you still keep in touch?
Um, I haven't always kept in touch with him, but he was the basically his videos and his personality introduced me to Eve Echoes in the first place.
Yeah, I
Right, so
remember. Yeah,
yeah. So I always have like that kind of, I guess, mentor type of
yeah.
deal with him because he kind of taught me the first few things, and as I learned things on my own, trial and error, I pretty much figured out how my game and my gameplay incorporate into, what I do every day. It's sad to see him go, and there's a lot of controversy between him leaving and like his actions, but at the end of the day, I understand it's not the game he envisioned at the end, and I do hope he finds what he's looking for in EVE Online.
You think he's gonna do that? Like, do you think honestly he's gonna do that?
It's not my place to say. I guess we'll find out, right?
I think everyone has the right to speak their truth, like their mind. That's why I asked you,
Yeah.
like, do you still agree with what he's saying? You said it was like a mentor. In
I I pretty much understand what he's going through, what he's talking about. For me, it's not as big of a deal. Like I'm still playing a game, right? I think most players in this community, when they play the game, it's fun. That's why we still play it. It's just some of the paid content type of thing that, pisses most of the community off. But it still isn't enough to walk away, if
it
that
sure
makes
is.
sense.
Yeah, it sure is.
For
Like,
some
yeah,
for some people, it takes a little bit of paid content and continuously doing it for them to walk away. With other people, it takes a little bit more, I guess you can call it pressure to
yeah,
finally
yeah,
walk away from the game.
yeah. I agree. I agree. And you are still here. Are you playing just as much, or do you alternate between games?
Uh, no, I really don't play much other games, like maybe like other games on Xbox here and there, but nothing as time consuming as Eve.
Yeah. And you're still in Void?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Always will be.
Yeah, I was in Void too. But yeah. Stuff happens. Dude, I'm not sure, did I even see you when I was in Void? I know I saw you in Delve a lot of times, but did I even see you in Void? Did we even fly? I don't think so, right?
I think the only time you're gonna see me in void space is like during CTAs, during Call to Arms, the defenses and stuff.
All right.
But
Yeah.
other than that, you have a better chance catching me in Declan and Fade.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to catch you anyway because you're too quick.
I do get caught.
Of course, don't we all? So I want to know, like, since you play this game still, and of course I do, so I got my reasons, but what do you personally like about Eve Echoes that, makes you stay?
For me, with all my studying going on, and work, I can honestly just log in the game, play 15 minutes, log back out. I kill something I don't, and it's very easy for me to just, I guess you can call it play on the go. Um, for me, I don't really spend time at a computer and like game at a desktop. I don't have that kind of ability. So for me, kind of playing throughout the day is just something that fits my life schedule very well. And the game is pretty addicting too. It's a
Uh,
lot of 4D chess going on between me and players.
yeah, I did see, like, I made a video recently about the video that you made, and I saw that you have the AI core for the SFI. How much was the AI core to buy? Um,
Um,
how many of
it's
those
it.
Tesseracts?
Oh, I think for cruisers it's 80, and it's the common core, so it's $5 in the special one-time buy offer section. So I
Okay.
mean, I saw it, I was like, you know what, this is not too shabby, right? Let me
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
grab it real quick.
Yeah. But you got, because I kind of thought that you got your AI core through in-game.
Oh, the AI. Yeah. So I did pay $20
Okay,
for
you did.
the AI version. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did it help with your build?
No, sometimes I just AI rat a bit.
Oh,
I
really?
actually was,
With the SFI?
yeah. No, no, no.
Ah,
If you
okay.
buy the AI ability, it's actually
Yep.
for all
Oh,
ships.
yeah, I know, I know, I know. But I didn't know you had more AI, like more golden cores than one.
Yeah, I have one for my Cinnable, for my Hurricane Logistics, and my Stabber,
Oh,
and
damn.
a Tempest fleet issue.
Wow. Oh, that's nice. Well, I guess I could probably have that too, but I messed up and I got two Vindicator ones. And I'm just waiting for
Yeah,
them to change it. But yeah, I'm stuck with two.
yeah. I have one for my Dark Halo Cinnable and another one for my CyberX. And
That's a good one.
I
Yeah.
have I've never been like a big micro warp drive type of guy.
Yeah.
Usually I'm flying afterburner, but
Yeah,
recently
same.
I'm going more micro warp drives. And on ships like the Cinnable, I'm going 6K and it's just zooming. And I'm having a lot of fun with it, just zooming around.
Yeah. 6K. That's good. I'm working with my the sailors. No, Adrestia. I'm trying to get that up to 4K. I'm at 3.2, I
It
think.
is a fast it is a fast, hard little bugger. Oh my god.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't understand
And
why the
not too
Adrestia is hard to get up there. Like, of course, like with money, of course, but I mean, I want to do it easier.
I think the biggest thing about it is the Nanocore. Dark Halo is going to be the easiest way to get up to speed, but you don't have that option.
Yep,
Um,
true.
I guess I can only recommend the Micro Warp Drive GU.
Yeah, I got that one. Well, I got a bad one just to try it out, like 14%. But you can get it
Oh,
up to what, 24? So yeah, you can even get
I,
more, I think. I think the 9 GU9 is 24.
I can't remember exactly. I
Yeah,
have a level 10.
level 10. Yeah. How much is that? Like 5 billion? It should
I
be,
think I paid.
because it's like
I
two.
think it's gone up in price, but I
Yeah, I
paid
think
10 mil for mine a while back.
10 what?
10 billion.
So it's even more than 5 now then. It should be.
I think I haven't checked the market in a while.
All right. Yeah, because I think I saw uh level 8 at most, and that was 2.2 billion. Oh, it could be
Oh
true.
yeah,
All right.
it's probably more than 5. It's probably
Oh
around
yeah.
10.
Oh my god. I need to have that then for my address. Yeah. Ah, crap. I like the address because you're a little bit, safe from webbing. So that's really nice. But I mean, if you, and that's kind of why I would like to have the afterburner. But I do want to get up to speed, and I need the micro warp drive, and then gonna be scrambled, right? So that's why I need two webbers and a scrambler myself, so that I will always be faster. But yeah, who knows? I'm still working on it. We just see what happens.
Yeah, I did say if the, uh, I guess we can call them tier 2 action cruisers, if
Yeah.
they ever got a CyberX core on them, that they're gonna be gonna be super strong. I'm just waiting when that happens.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna get it, don't you think?
I think it'll happen. I don't see any reason that it
Yeah,
won't.
yeah, yeah, probably. I can't remember. I think I have the what core do I have? I think I have the Trailblazer for Adrestia, so it's not that good, but
Yeah, the free cores, Trailblazer, Ascension, and Clear Sky, they're not the best, but I mean, they're nanocores, right? They'll still help you compete.
oh
They're
yeah, oh
just
yeah.
not as good as the paid nanocores like Blue and White or Sleepers.
Yeah, I mean, you still kill Sleeper Nano cores, but yeah, they're definitely better.
And how are you feeling about the new Concord update? For me, I'm kind of liking it. We get all these options, but how do you feel about it?
The new Concord options? You mean
Yeah, so
that I can buy? Hold on, I didn't actually look at it. I did read about it.
essentially what they did is, how they had every well, supposedly every season they change Ascension to Clear Sky to Trailblazer.
Yes.
So now Concord is every month. You still get the same resources, the same rewards. But when you pay for a core using the Concord points, you get an option of anything you want that are those 3 nanocores. So if you want to pick just as an example, a frigate, let's say slasher interceptor, you can get it as an ascension, you can get it as a clear sky. I think a trailblazer option is there too, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Okay, so you mean the Trailblazer Nanocore opt supply that we got? Is that what you mean?
No,
So
it's in the, if you go to Concord Pass
yeah,
and then you click on your Concord points on the top right,
yeah,
you have all these nanocore boxes.
okay,
Yeah. But let's say you pick on battle cruiser and you
yeah.
click on the box, you get all these options.
Oh, they
So
did
like
that. Oh yeah, I didn't see that.
yeah, you
Okay.
can get Exile Core, Trailblazers, Ascension, Clear Sky. You can pick anything you want.
Oh, I like this. Oh, I had no idea. Okay, this is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Yeah,
looking
I
through them
actually.
right now, so that's why I'm. Huh.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, I thought you meant when you do all the rewards for the Concord Pass, you also get, it's pretty much the same, right? Oh, not really.
That's the same thing. I think you just get a faction. You get a Trailblazer core, I think.
Yeah, it's a Trailblazer. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Well, I kind of like it. What I don't like with it is, first of all, that sure, it's. I like that it's shorter. It's just a month, but I mean, before it was like a month and 2 weeks, I think. So basically, what we're doing now is paying more. Uh, like in the end,
Yeah,
that
you.
kind of bothers me a bit. But I mean, yeah, I think it should go from first day to last day. Like, yeah.
yeah, start of every month. Yeah, I think it's more in sync now with us. Um, you do have to grind half as much now. So like for me, when I'm going out, I just need to kill one ship that's over 1 billion, and I am basically done with Concord. I
Yeah,
love
and
it.
that's easy. That's still like 1 kill.
Hmm. It's like 750 and some change, but I usually put
Yeah.
the time, the how long you're online for, and it usually just finishes it out. But I do agree with you. I think with the Concord Pass, the free version compared to paying the $10,
Yeah.
paying the $10, you just get a stupid amount more. I wish that they would do it 50-50. So if you want to do it for free, you get half the rewards. If you want to pay, then you get, the other half of the rewards.
Yeah,
10
that would be
bucks.
better. Yeah, I agree. The basic one is really bad. I mean, it works if you're an alpha. You can collect some ISK from that if you're clever. But as soon as you pay that $10 to get the first upgrade, because now you get three, right? But you get the first upgrade, and that's like vastly more. That's like crazy amount more. And now they have
Yeah,
like an expert, right? I think it's like 3 levels you can buy now, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
and yes, and if you buy the one for 499 AUR, you get an additional 10 levels. So if you max out the um, Concord Pass, you can buy the Elite Pass. You get plus 10 levels, so you're at 70 out of the. I think it's 70 out of the 60 or 80 out of the 70. I'm not sure what's
Yeah.
the max level, but you get 10 more. And you get 20,000 more Concord points.
Yeah,
It's
that's a
not
lot.
that
That's
much.
yeah, it's half almost half a nanocore. But I mean it's 499. It's 499 plex pretty much. That's a
Yeah.
lot of money. I'm not
Yeah.
sure I would
And
do
like,
that.
if you're looking at how much to actually pay for evac and have a good time, I always tell people, like, if you're not willing to put any money in the game and you're very stingy on it, and you don't have like, you don't have too much money to put on the game, I would say obviously the Omega, yearly Omega is
Yeah.
needed unless you can rat or PvP enough for it. And paying $10 a month for the Concord Pass is the best way to go. Like for an
Yeah.
average player, you're looking at spending $300 a year in the game.
Yeah. I think that's like those are the most important thing too. You shouldn't buy the packs or like the only pack that I ever say is probably the insurance pack. What is it? It's 300 plex for I can't remember. You pay like
Yeah, I know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
that's a really good one. But I mean I really hate insurance. I wouldn't buy it, but that actually pays out pretty good. But otherwise, like I wouldn't buy any pack ever. They never really get like probably yeah, sure. Sometimes they have this as you say nanocores in a pack or whatever. That could, you know, be okay to buy it if you really need it. But I mean I probably had like 25 nanocores. Uh and most of them were battleships, you know. And I
I keep
started
burning mines.
what?
I keep burning mines in the library.
Yeah, I started doing that. You know, as soon as AI came, I started burning them too. Um, so now I have what like oh shit, I don't know. I still have like 20. But I started, you know, not doing the Concord pass because I don't need more nanocores really. Uh, so for me, I don't really care about the Concord pass at all, which is I don't know. I kind of miss it, but I don't really need it.
Yeah, they did sneak in the what was it? Almost 2 mil SP at the first week if you pay for the Concord Pass. As soon as I
Well,
saw it, I
that's
was like,
good.
oh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's good. So what kind of situation is the best for you in PvP? Like what is this like what situation do you hope for every time you start PvPing?
So, Silent has started to get used to this now, but what I been doing is I'm going throughout their space, and if I do nothing there, they don't do anything. They typically don't respond. But when I'm in their space and I start like warping to belts, to anoms, even if I don't kill anything, just like attacking ratting pilots, they will ping for me, and then a group will form up to fight me. That's how I usually, start them to chase me. And my go-to strat is like jump in system after system after system, and they're chasing me. Then I pop a bubble, and all the frigates, all the cruisers like Cinnables that stray a couple jumps past their battleships, they land in a bubble, and that gives me the best chance to fight all the tackle pilots at once. Hopefully, kill them and then get
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
And yeah, and if there's a lone battleship, I will surely jump on it. I have died to a couple of them here and there. They are tough to knock out with the four mids, but that's basically my go-to strat. I let them chase me and then pop a bubble.
Basically scatter them uh, with a distance and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and surprise them somehow. Interesting. Yeah, okay. Um, what is like like let's talk about modules a bit. Like, what's the most important module in the game for you?
Oh God,
Yeah,
for me,
you have to pick one. What's the most important one?
you gotta be that web man. I can't live without
Yeah,
webs.
funny.
I
Yeah, I
can't.
would say the same. Web is like you can't hit anything without a web. Really?
Yeah, and like it's it's not even that. Like, and they against like a for example, like against a cruiser like a Cinnable, if I don't have webs and the Cinnable can orbit me, and because he has better tracking, he will out DPS me in the end and kill me. But if I have webs on him and a scram, he will just sit there, and now his
Yeah,
tracking is not an issue anymore. Now it's just a DPS race. Now the fits are in action and DPS.
yeah,
Typically, Typically nowadays people are fitting glass symbols, large extender DCU double gyros, and I think that is not the right way to go. All I'm saying is like I fit a couple reds in my stabber, and if I can even come close to dropping you,
yeah,
then probably not the way to go.
yeah. I for sure think tank is a lot more fun to play with, and we're gonna talk a little bit about tank here soon. But yeah, I definitely like most fittings is just damage today, and
Yeah, I get it. They
yeah,
see the big numbers with the barrage or artillery, and for most players, they look at it and think, "Oh, this means I win the fight," and no, that does not.
yeah, true, true. But like, yeah, most of the time they do win. I, I'm doing all I can to tank, but sometimes it's just impossible, man. Some DPS is crazy, like drone DPS.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we still get new drones all the time, and bonus from nano cores
Yeah,
is 30%, right?
yeah, I think it's 32.
Oh,
It's 20 or
32.
32. I can't remember.
I thought it was 30, the best one. Maybe it's
Let me see
32
if
then.
I can actually check real quick. I
Yeah,
just go
okay.
to the store.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, sure. So they do great damage, but they also have great damage application because they almost always hit.
Yeah, nowadays, yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. Okay, I'm looking at for example, Gila. Yeah, it's 30% drone damage. You were right.
30. Yeah. Yeah. I'm usually
And
right.
and I'm looking at the other nanocores, and I see
Yeah.
18% cannon damage, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the heck is this? Why are they getting so much more?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's somehow I don't know, maybe drones have less damage than guns. I don't know. I don't know why it
So
is like that.
in the base stats, that
Yeah.
is true. But when you factor in, cores, and then you have
Yeah.
like specific damage types.
Yeah, true.
That 30% does so much. And in my opinion, drones are the most SP intense um, weapons, and you kind of need to skill into the weapon itself. So you have, extra damage on top of that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you are essentially viable in almost every single application, every single situation there is. You're basically going at 100%.
Yeah. True. Yeah, true. But of course, yeah, you need a lot more skill points, and if you lose the drone, then you actually lose a gun. So I don't know. I don't know really. I
Not that hard to fit another drone though.
it's sure it's not. Sure it's not. And if you want to have the real DPS, you need the faction ones, and they are pretty expensive.
Hmm.
So I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know. I think the problem might not necessarily be that drones do more damage, but I think we can't tank the DPS that we have. So going from that into the fights are too short, and we want to make the fights longer because a long fight is more intense. We have more feelings, and we sweat a little bit more maybe. But now, like,
Absolutely.
yeah, and now like fights last a few seconds, as you say, and especially due to implants. But what do we want to see? What do you want to see happens with tank?
I think if you mess with resistance, you might, change the balance of all the ships in a game. But maybe just increasing hit points of the ship in general will solve the first problem. I think you're gonna have to rebalance extenders and plates because if you give a battleship, as an example, 100,000 shield hit points, just as an example,
Yeah,
an extender now is overpowered on them.
yeah, especially
So
on the ops one.
yeah, so either lower the burst damage on the implants, which there will be an outrage of players
Yeah,
because
I
of
don't
it
think they're gonna do that.
now, or you increase the hit points of the ships.
Yeah, that's more likely. Did you hear about, like, did you see the AMA or listen to it, or do you know about the AMA?
Yeah, I heard about it. I had Juvie kind of share the public information with me,
Yeah.
so we were able to discuss about it.
Okay. So this year is gonna be the tanking year or the defense year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think this is what we will see. We will see some changes. Uh, we might actually see that it's possible to make a really tanky ship and survive a burst, and then to be able to win, which would be really nice.
Yeah, the only thing nowadays that you like, if you're gonna active tank a ship, the only fit nowadays it has to be fully integrated. You need all that integration just for tank,
Yep. Yeah.
and you can't fit one active rep anymore. You need two, and even then, you're surviving like what as a battleship pilot, like maybe 4 or 5K. And there's battleships that are doing 10, 15K, with the high power coils, like a Megathron Striker.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know.
I
Like, it's a little bit too much.
yeah. Yeah, I fly a triple rep Vindy with triple red, and I have no chance.
Yeah, level 45, like people are getting
Yeah.
15. I think it's like 15K, like fully hot. And they just use the DCU to tank.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
DCU it and 15K damage. Yeah, that's how people kill carriers.
Yeah, it's hard, man. I I love to roam in my ships, but I build them tanky because normally I always fight more people than one because I don't fly in fleets myself really. So I need to over tank, but I mean it doesn't really matter right now.
Yeah, that is, like with the huge amount of damage,
Yeah.
in game. There is, I think players are starting to figure out that E-War is starting to
Yeah,
become very important. The GUs are becoming very important. That's how you eliminate most of the damage nowadays.
yeah,
As a
true.
battleship pilot, I could say your scram, newts, and webs are very important.
Yeah.
I don't know about fitting a couple track and disruptors in there. That might be the end of your ship.
Yeah, I always decide, like, depending on what ship I fly, I decide the mid slot after kinda the targets I will aim for. But then it's like it's very hard to find the targets that you kinda hope to get. But
Yeah.
my triple rep Vindy, he has, I got the CyberX on it. So I got uh one large newt and two NASAs on it. A scramble in a web. So it's pretty bad.
I would
It's pretty badass.
I would probably reckon like your biggest advantage are the webs, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
if you're open to it, I would probably say like a couple webs, a long point, and that if that Vindy is stabbed, I don't think you would really need any newts. But if the Vindy is not stabbed, one large newt just to with a ranged GU with that newt, just so if there's any interceptors, kiting you at 40, holding you down, you can newt them out.
Yeah.
And that last mid slot, you can fit either one or two tracking disruptors if you don't have the newt, and you fit them for range. So this means if you have like an APOC
Yeah.
Navy issue jumping into you 20 away, you just hold him down, put the two tracking disruptors. He's not hitting you anymore. It doesn't matter if he has 50k DPS, he's not going to hit you.
Yeah, I did play around with it. And in this situation of if I find an APOC 20k away and I don't have an AB, um, then I web at, what is it, 20, 22k. So I web him at 99% and I slowly approach and I newt and NAS him. So by the time that I'm close to him, then he has 30% cap maybe, and I have max. Like I have 100% cap. So far, like, I neuted out like a Balgon with it. So it's really good on that part, and I don't, like, sure, it is stabbed with the nanocore. I think I have like 6 stabs or something, because there's nothing else I can use. Maybe I could I think I could get inertia maybe, and I was like, inertia is not going to help me. So I might as
Yeah.
well take stab. But otherwise, I'm pretty much against it. But if there's nothing else I can do, then whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's a fun idea. Maybe I can try that too. Make sure that they cannot hit me even with burst. That would be nice.
Yeah, and I think the most deadly ships in the game right now are just the drone boats, like Dommies, Rattlesnake, especially with this E-War, because they don't really need webs. They can handle
Yeah,
any sort of fight in their way. If they're swarmed by frigates, they can just bombard and kill them with medium drones or large. And if they're up against another battleship, you just sentry drone, triple track and disrupt, or triple guide and disrupt your battleship. They can't hit you anymore, and you're doing what, 4 or 5k plus your bombard. Like the fight's over literally in seconds. There's no getting away from it.
that's your nightmare then. Flying around in your
Yeah.
SFI. That's not a good. That's not a good target.
Oh yeah. If I see a drumbo, I don't even. It doesn't even occur to my head to even engage it.
Yeah, except worms, right? Worms, it's okay.
Yeah. Yes. It depends what kind of worm. Probably like Sajut's worm. He can beat my stabber.
Oh, is it good?
Yeah. If we were left in the field, and we weren't allowed to warp, he could beat me. But he needs to come close to that warp disruptor, and I think he knows I can slingshot him if he gets too close.
Yeah.
Like yeah, in a true 1v1 sense, this one can beat me. I'm a little bit jealous of it, but hands off to that pilot. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I love this game really because I can fit a worm and it can be okay. And I know that RL got a really nice worm. And there's always someone who has, you know, an extremely good ship. That's yeah, that's the fun thing, right? Some people go all in on something and it turned out to be really amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. And whenever I see Sejuk in system, like, I'm not even going to fight you, my guy.
Is he hunting you then?
Yeah, he likes to hunt me sometimes when I'm out, and I remember there was this couple times I caught him with a dictor, and he had a voyage core on that worm. I've
Ah.
never been more salty in my life. I was like, "Are you serious?"
The voyage core, that's nice. I got it on my succubus. But I mean, yeah, it's still not good enough. You could make that succubus a lot better than what I have. But I still have it. It's gonna be good in time. I just don't have
Yeah,
time.
and like, yeah, with me, like, I don't have my ships maxed out with tier 3 rigs or max level implant. The GUs, on the other hand, yeah, they're pretty high, but
Yeah, still you can't lose
even
those. So
yeah, you can't lose them. And I think like with me, it's more about like you can honestly, with enough perseverance, take any ship or two and have fun with it. Like I die every single day, right? But I have fun with it, and I do catch a bunch of people as well.
yeah, how would you fly a bantam?
A phantasm?
No, a bantam. Or
Oh god.
because you said every ship, and I'm thinking about those ships without a mid slot.
All
Pretty
right,
much.
maybe
Yeah.
maybe I should take my statement back.
Yeah. No, no. I agree. I agree. I would love to have, as I said, I would love if average, like of the smaller, like the Tech 1, Tech 2, Tech 3 ships, if they could get like a mid slot extra or something, then I would try to fly them and, have fun with it. But it's
I
like
think what
impossible now.
Yeah, the low tech ships are pretty much what's the word for it? Obsolete.
Yes.
I think what Nettie's needs to do is kind of like reduce the tier system. Either get it out completely or just reduce it and
Yeah,
just
they're gonna
remove
do
a
it.
lot of the useless ships.
Yeah, they're talking about it, so hopefully we can get it. We can have some changes.
Mm-hmm.
At least
I
reducing
kind
it,
of
they're talking about it.
yeah.
Now, speaking of about the different type of items that we have, for example, like the Republic fleet webs compared to Kaldari fleet webs or Federate. And you said something about why they ain't different. Like one could be slightly longer range but weaker, one could be shorter but stronger. I'm trying to remember how it is on EVE Online. I think there is some difference to them, but I can't remember what. But we don't have
Yeah.
that difference in EVE Echoes.
No, I wish there were. I wish you could. There's a difference between like a Pith C adaptive hardener and like a GISC adaptive hardener, and like
Yeah,
as we said, one web is just slightly longer range, but a few percent weaker. The other web is slightly shorter and then
yeah,
stronger, and then you have like balanced webs, I guess, or a
yeah.
mix of the two.
That would make us have a lot more options, especially together with the
Yeah,
GUs and uh, yeah, and we have the Sunsha Scrambler. We got the uh, Blood Raider Scrambler, for example. They
yeah,
could
but they're
also
not
have
really that
different.
different.
Yeah. They could
Yeah,
also be changed.
I'm thinking maybe with those changes, maybe one scrambler is like 3 strength as an example, but it's
Yeah,
like instead of the range being 14 and some change, maybe it's 17 or 18.
yeah. I
And
would
then
like
maybe,
this.
yeah, and then maybe it's more apparent on the Garmer because you get +1 as warp scrambler strength. So now Garmer's having like 25 kilometers of range. Like
Yeah,
I wish there was a thing where you can actually fine tune your ships exactly how you want it based on what you need.
yeah. I would like to have the webs that Balgorns have on my Vindicator. Because the Balgorn has some great range, but the Vindicator got some great percent. So pretty much Balgorns you need two Webbers. but it's really good because you can web for longer.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
Bailgorns are still they still suffer the same issue as if you get at zero on them and
yeah.
you have a couple players sprawling them at zero, webbing them themselves, the Bailgorns aren't gonna last long. It's all about under the guns. With a Vindicator, you can't get under the guns.
No, no, you can't. That's true. That's true.
But as a trade-off, you don't have much range. So anything kiting you, good luck.
Yeah, that's why I need 28. Webbing 28, that would be nice. But I got only 22. So that's why, like, if there's GUs for it, and if I could, instead of maybe have a Predator, I could have, I don't know, like, for example, like a Sancha one or whatever. And if that had longer range,
Yeah,
I could
maybe some
switch it on.
GUs. Yeah, maybe some GUs for webs, grams, that kind of thing. That might not be bad.
I hope we're gonna get it.
Yeah, I would love to have more web strength. Please.
Yeah.
I love watching you, leave and do your content.
Oh, you mean when I did the other content? Or
Just
what?
your content in general, like speaking to people.
Oh, I hope that people want to do this. And, I think because I'm always interested in other people, like what they do. And I think other people would feel the same way, right? So if I can get, my hands on people and sit down and talk, and it doesn't have to be the game, but a little bit about the game, of course, and then see where it goes, I think people will find that interesting. I mean, some people are heroes to others. Like, there's people who really like your videos, like who really like to fight you, and you know it when you go into NoSec. People be like, "Hey, Vetemune," right? People who don't
Yeah, I do.
necessarily talk to you, they still know who you are. They hear the word, so I think it's a good thing to get people together like this.
Yep. In this game, I do spend most of my time in silent, so I'm pretty accustomed to the people there.
Yeah,
Or I should rather say they're accustomed to me being there.
true. Everyone knows the monkey, and the monkey knows no one. That's how I feel. People say hi all the time, and I try to remember everyone, but it's hard.
Eh, that's okay.
But what? So if I want to find you, where should I go? If I want to
VFK.
bring, if I want to bring my address, yeah, where should I go?
You can bring in a VFK.
Oh, VFK. I think I
Yeah,
have
that's where I
ships
like
there
to hang
already.
out.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, just if you are, not in silence, a silent alliance, they have a tendency to drop capitals on you a
Yeah.
lot.
It doesn't matter,
Yeah,
I'm prepared for that. So, but yeah,
yeah, that's what I.
I would like to be in one of your videos. So,
Yeah, we can always do a little roam, and I would try my damnedest to make sure you survive. Because if I die, all right, I'll be back in 2 minutes, reship, and then I'm there again. I have like 40 ships in VFK.
you just let me know, and I get 40 ships over there too. Don't worry. It's not. I have, yeah. I'm not sure. I will have to check what I have over there, but I would get some cruiser thing, right? A cruiser, like a fast ship. That would be like most
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. For me, I have more fun just being in a fast ship, just zooming around. It is pretty useful escaping gate camps that way,
Yeah,
because their number one strat is to bubble up, put a carrier or some sort of like battleship. You land, and then
yeah,
the bubble chases you.
yeah, yeah. I noticed the latest fights I've had was yeah, at gate camps.
Yeah, they caught me in it, and luckily for me, the carrier was not right next to the bubble. It was at the gate. So it did bot me just enough time to get away.
Oh, that's nice. That's good. Oh, maybe I should fly the Cinnabon then. That's hard to catch.
Yeah. And if you have like a voyage score that's Cinnabull,
No, I
that'll
don't.
be very hard.
Okay, so I will have to fly the Phantasm then.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad ship at all.
No. It sounds good. I think we're gonna do this. I just need to find myself time to get out there with the real life stuff that I have and all the other stuff that I do. But yeah.
Yeah, and it might not be like it's very possible we just undock and 5 minutes later we all blow up, or we undock and 2 hours later we blow up. You never really know what you're going to get.
Well, as long as I blow up, because I don't want to fly back my ship. So that's fine. All
I mean,
right.
I would say, if you're ever gonna move your ship there, move your ship there, pod yourself back, and travel in a scepter with,
Yeah.
a few refits. So this way, if you do die, you can just claim your ship back and just 12 hours later get in it again.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I have the perfect interceptor for it. I got my interceptor hauler, so I haven't died with it yet. It's a fast one. It's not AFK, but it's fast and tanky.
It will get the job done.
Yeah, it does. Surely, surely. I've been working outside today. Been doing yard work the whole day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Getting allergies?
No, 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 no. It's just very windy, and I guess standing on my knees, not cutting grass, but like all these weird bushes that I don't want. We bought a new house.
Oh,
October.
congrats.
Yeah, so it was winter when we almost moved here, and I haven't seen like the yard until now, and it's like a mess. So I have to do some stuff here before summer.
Yeah, that's the worst time to do anything. And when I was building my house
Yeah,
here in Florida, um, clearing out all the trees from the property, and it was like dead middle summer, was
yeah,
a nightmare. And then we had to like dig a little trench
yeah.
around the perimeter. I can't even pronounce that, but
Perimeter.
around the area where the house was, yeah,
Yeah.
wherever the house was supposed to be. Dead middle summer. I remember I digged 1 foot across. I was like, bro, I handed it to my dad. He took it 1 feet, 2 feet, and he handed it to me. I'm like, bro, I just gave this to you.
Man, oh, did you build it yourself? The house?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a carpenter.
Yeah. My dad is. I kind of just I know the skills too, just obviously not as well as he does.
Yeah. Wow. How? So you moved to, or did you grow up in Florida, or did you move early, like when you were young?
I was originally from New York.
Oh, okay.
So we moved down here. I think I was a teenager, like 12, 13.
Oh, all right. Wow. Well, yeah, sure. I built my house too, but yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I would not
Interesting.
recommend it. I did
Yeah,
not have a
I
good
mean
time.
it's a lot of work. It's hard work. I did it when I was younger. Now I'm old. I'm an old guy. I feel like
I, I'm
15, but I'm old.
I will get there eventually.
Yeah.
So how does it feel? Like I'm just watching you just going up, up, and up in subscriber count. I
Oh,
remember
me?
back then, yeah, it used to be what, a few hundred, and now I'm watching you power through it.
Yeah. Well, it's not as glamorous as it might feel like sound, but for me, I did climb to 2000 pretty quick. I think I got 2300 the first 1.5 year. So that was good. I heard everyone told me that it was really good. So I believe that. And I look, of course, at view rate every month, and I look at activity and stuff like that, just to see like what I need to do to maybe improve it. And I do what I can to do that. But let's say, I think it was like in November, I had 2,500 subs, I guess. and it was standing still for like 2 months, I think. So in January I had the same, and the whole channel like dived down, and I lost about half the views every month. So I went from 40,000 views every month to 20, and I didn't do anything different. So I was like, I didn't understand really what I did, because I kind of did what what YouTube told me to. And that's when I decided to, okay, I would kind of leave Eve content for a bit, because maybe it's Eve that, people leaving Eve and they don't care about Eve content anymore. So I thought maybe it's that. So I started doing these playthrough videos, and I started doing like music and stuff. Oh, maybe that was earlier, I don't know. But I started doing a little bit different stuff. And then, of course, I didn't get any views, like 20 views or whatever. And I think it was last month, or like maybe 5 weeks ago, my channel just, like, I got 40 or 50 subscribers during the night as I slept. So I woke up and I had 50 more, and I was, oh, this is good. Like, what happened? And then that happened every day for 2 weeks. So now I'm very close to 5,000, but now it stopped again. And I'm just dropping. I'm losing subscribers. But yeah, it's weird. I don't understand why it is, or like why it happens, but of course it's fun. But I don't really see where it is.
I'm sure. I'm sure it'll always, it's always one step back, two steps forward.
Yeah, it is. But I do remember, like, I did take print screens of everything when I started this YouTube, and when I had 1,000 views a month or whatever, I thought, shit, this is good. And then I got 2,000 every month, and then I kind of, I don't know, you get accustomed to it, and 10,000 views a month is not much, and especially not if you have 40,000 at times. And now I have, I don't know, 15, maybe 19,000. So it feels like, if I look at the graph, my channel is really bad. Like, it looks really bad from what it has been, but I still, like, I mean, still 20,000 views a month, right? It's not bad.
Yeah. I think, like, with me, I don't know the statistics of my channel. I don't look at any of that kind of stuff. All I know is my own subscriber count, and that's about it.
Yeah.
For me, I just love PvP, and making a video, bang bang, do some clips. Yeah, it's like a hobby to me. I just make
Yeah.
it out and send it out, and if it's good to go for me, then I share it.
How many subs did you have when we did the first podcast?
I think it was around 200.
And now you have 900, right?
It's almost 9. It's like 20 short.
It's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
and all I've been doing is just PvP.
Yeah, just
That's
PvP
about it.
record. Yeah, that's how I started too. And as I started doing, I wouldn't say like more advanced YouTube stuff, but when you kind of need a script and you figure out how to do stuff, and when I started doing that, I didn't have time to record like 4 hours of gameplay just to get a couple of cool fights. So I can't do it
Yeah.
anymore. I really can't. But as soon as I go out PvP, I start recording, and if I get something nice, then of course I try to make it into a video. Otherwise, I just have it here in one of my maps, which is, and I have so many fights that I haven't posted, because it's like it's not that interesting, like, to see a Vindicator, killing a stabber, right? It's not as fun. So it's
Yeah,
there's yeah.
you could make it like a music montage though.
Yeah, maybe I could. Maybe I could.
Like sometimes when I think in a couple of my videos I did that, like it's like I guess hauler kills or like cheap kills.
Yeah.
Kind of just whenever the music is like very fast paced, I just do like 3 seconds like kills of those
Yeah,
for
like
like
bam
10
bam
of them.
bam.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. That could work. That's true. I do feel I wanna enhance other people's, like what, like for example, like what you did. You put out this fight videos, right? And I watch pretty much what you see when you see that video that I put out is pretty much how like how I watch your video, and I don't think everyone watch it that way. I try to find a story behind whatever happens. Um, while I think most people maybe just watch it and see like, oh, that's a nice kill, or but I think about like how you ended up there. Like you're damaged, and I see your friends warping into you, and I'd be like, yeah, they just wanna see that you're alive or whatever, making shit up. But so I thought, if I can make stuff like that, maybe that would be interesting for people to watch, because that's how I see it. Uh,
Yeah, with me, I'm like very bad on the commentary. Like, it's not my strong suit, but I saw how you know, I would love your permission, but I loved how when you commented and made a video of my video, I was like, holy shit, like, just the way you're describing things is just 10 out of 10. And I was wondering if you are willing to kind of let me use it as a template and just maybe I could kind of incorporate some of the things in my videos.
of course.
You did teach me a couple things.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Maybe I can do an announcement here to everyone who's watching. Like, if you do PvP videos and you want me to do a commentary, just let me know. And if you have like one that you're really proud of or one that you really don't like, I can do both type of content on that. Like, if I would see a Benzi video, I would probably do a different commentary. I don't know. I haven't seen him PvP ever, but but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
as long as I can bring a smile to people, and it's nothing really personal. It's just I'm making fun of it. Um, and obviously
Yeah.
you
I
are a
think
good PvPer, so people understand
yeah,
it.
I like to think that I am good, but I also do die a lot.
A good
I
PvPer
think
die a lot.
most of my
So
deaths are just warping to a gate camp and there's a super and I'm dead.
yeah, I do the same, but I lose Vindicators. I lose bigger
Yeah,
ships.
and I had a couple people tell me, why don't you do it with like a Cinnable, for example? And I'm
Yeah.
like, I could, but that means I would have more attention, and that means more supers and more deaths. I'm good.
Yeah, well, you also have a brand in a way. You're famous with your SFI, and as well as I am kind of famous in a Vindicator. I do have a Balgorn, but I rarely go out in PvP with it. And if I do, and let's say that I die with a Balgorn, then people will be like, "Oh yeah, you can't fly Balgorns, you can only fly Vindicators." I know that's gonna happen. That's what people gonna say. So it's like if you fly a Cinnable and you keep dying with that for some reason, then it's gonna be like, yeah, get back to your SFI. You have a brand on you, and most people have. We have our favorite ships, and I think SFI is great. I mean, it's a very cheap ship. As I said, I could supply you, and you know that I would. Like, if you ask me, like, shit, I don't have any SFIs, I can't reclaim them, I don't have SP, I would just buy you 100 SFI. Like, it's no problem.
I think if I ever sent a message to anyone that I need SFI holes, I probably
Yeah.
got hacked.
Probably.
That's not me.
How many SFIs do you have like laying around in hangars everywhere,
Um,
fully
I
fitted?
did a fully fitted probably. Like, I remember I used to have like over 100, 150 in silent space just everywhere.
It's so good.
But now it's mostly in VFK. It's like a few there, a bunch of them are in like CJ and a couple other places. I'd say altogether now 50. I kind of been giving away some of the stabbers just to pilots.
Yeah, yeah. Did you ever win any ships for me in one of my like nano cores? Did you participate?
I think I only participated in I think it was a few months ago, the sciencing. I was like, I mean, he's giving out sciencey, so like, I'm jumping in on this.
When was this? Dude, was I drunk? I can't remember.
But
Yeah,
you didn't give out a carrier?
I don't know. I've given away a lot of stuff. Like I think I did keep a track, so 300 to like 300 billion somewhere in that
Oh
ballpark. I've
god.
given away over 3 years now. So well, over 2 years. But I can't remember the science. Did I give away science? I know I gave away a writer. What is that? 20 billion?
It might have been you or another YouTuber, but I knew so I'm pretty sure
I
someone
don't
was
know.
giving out at least a carrier. I thought it was you.
Yeah, and I don't have the best memory. I know that I give out, strikers every week, you know, and faction cruises and stuff. That's like basic giveaways. I can't
Yeah.
remember giving away a science but I have one science now, and I did have three, and I know I sold one, so there's one missing. Dude, I have to go back and look because I have a hard time thinking that I gave a science.
Maybe I'm just gaslighting you
Yeah,
then.
maybe you're. Yeah, shit. Now I have to do it. I have to give away my private science. But no, I probably just buy a science and give it away. Yeah, I would check it out. If I did, then man, yeah, sure, okay. If I didn't, then maybe that's my new goal, to give away a science to someone, to some subscribers, maybe. I mean, I have what I want, and I could put in like 20 more billion into my Vindicator, but it's not gonna be that much better. Uh, I can fly the capital, the super capitals, but I mean, I don't like it, so why would I? Um, so yeah, I just have the money pretty much in the market, making money for my Omega and for people.
Yeah, like if you're playing a game and what you're doing is having fun at the end of the day, then you're winning. That's basically my whole view on it.
Yeah, and I mean, giving stuff. It's an amazing feeling. People get happy, and I get happy, so it's a win-win. And then I go and kill them in space when I see them. So, so
You
yeah.
come back, you're like, oh, I'm doing a repo.
Yeah. Did you get that ship from me? Yeah, I did. Oh, that actually happened. Oh, no. Let me see. There was one guy, I killed one guy, and he told me that was a ship that he won. Shit. Who was that? If you're gonna listen to this, then please tell me in the comments. And I'm sorry I don't remember who you were. But there was some guy. Oh shit. I think I bought him another ship actually after I killed him. I just gave him. I don't usually do that. When I do PvP, I don't give away stuff, but I think I did it that time.
Yeah, I'm
But
not too rich to be giving away like billions of ships like you. So my kind of way of giving back to the community is whenever I'm like fighting and just fighting in general, I do talk to people about their fits. If I see like a questionable fit, I kind of send them a DM like, "Hey, are you new to the game?
yeah.
Is this your first time flying a ship?" Most of the time, if it's like a questionable fit, they do respond back and say yes, and then I kind of try to convince them, get on a voice call with me, and we spend like an hour or two
Oh
going
wow.
over like ships in general and a couple fits about it. And like, what to do, how to fight me, how to fight someone like me, just things like that in general. And I'm kind of bad with this. Like, I kind of give them a fit that if you see me, you'll absolutely wreck me in. And then I see them in space, and then I start shooting them, and then I see that's the fit they have. I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna de-aggress and jump the gate.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what
like,
they have
well,
to
I
do.
can't fight you anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But that's I was just gonna say that's just as nice. That's also a very kind gesture. And your PvP videos is one thing. People watch that and they be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna play this game. I'm gonna be that guy." you know, that's how people think. That's how I think when I see something. If I saw a Hyperion PvP player. I'm not sure if he was solo, but yeah, he flew that Hyperion really good, like close to what I do. But he did something that I usually like don't do myself. And I was like, yeah, interesting. I need to fly my Hyperion now. So I think it's a thing, you know. Good PvP videos make people start the game or continue playing the game or trying some new things. It's great.
Yeah, and like it doesn't have to be the most expensive ship to win on grid. It's just kind of needs to be the right situation happening with the right fit, and then you'll pretty much do good. And if you fail, you just try again.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well,
I wasn't always, this good, I guess you can call it. When I first started PvPing, oh my god, I died so many times.
yeah. Um, I wish I did post all my kills and death into whatever people are posting it to, but I don't.
Moby.
Yeah, Moby. Yeah, I don't. It's I don't do it because I don't like to brag. I guess that's why I don't post it. But I don't even post my losses either. So I'm not sure how that works. If I could find out like how my scores are, but I probably died
Well,
more than I win, most
if
likely.
somebody ever wants, to actually see the kill loss ratios, all they need to do is join Cat School and just look at the kill logs for me, right? Because I don't post
Okay.
anything in Moby. I have people who post stuff for me, so everything there is posted by other people.
Oh, true. Yeah. So if I kill someone, maybe they post it. Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and if they kill you, they'll definitely
They
post it.
definitely post it and they send it to me as well. I still tell people like you get a billion ISK if you kill me solo. And still yeah, still I don't think anyone has claimed it yet. There's always one other guy, right? A tackler or there's always one more.
I have a challenge for you then.
Oh, do you have?
There is this rattlesnake pilot named Archer. He's
Archer?
primarily in void. Yeah, he's primarily in void space, and he flies a rattlesnake. If you want to fight against him, I could set that up, and he is one of the best rattlesnake pilots I've ever seen.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, you know what? If you can set that up and I try to fix the time and he has time and we can, yeah, probably that would be awesome. That would be nice.
Yeah, I'll let him know.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of like the opposite of me. I fly cheap, he flies like
Expensive.
the complete opposite. Yeah.
But thank you, Vetemune, for this. Oh, by the way, isn't Rambo saying Vetemune?
I think so. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, and people give him like a hard time for it, like he can't pronounce your name, and I'll be like, yeah, it's Vetemune, but he might actually be right then.
The way I even say like Vetemune myself. It's just easier on the tongue.
Yeah, true. All right, you
It
take care,
was
man. What?
You too. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, as always. Have a great time now, and we'll see if I can get over to Eurospace.
Have a good one, She.
You too, man. Bye bye.